Welcome to another edition of the Breaking Wave. Today we have with us Mr. Schang from the ceramics room. Mr. Schang, how has online ceramics been for you? How has it been teaching online?
It's been a bit of a challenge, as you might know, since you're in my advanced class, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been hard, like everybody else. There've been challenges along the way. Kids, come to school and pick up their clay and their hand tools and supplies and take them home. And so I'm here in this great, big, huge, beautiful classroom all by myself, demonstrating in front of a camera and doing my thing. And they're at home trying to find a space to work. So it's been fairly difficult, but had kids bringing in projects. They've been dropping off their projects outside my classroom. I get them in the room and put them in the kiln and fire them. And then we had a few pieces glazed, but I've got these really cool, like, look at this wheel thrown bowl that some kids have potter's wheels at home. So this big, really cool bisque fired wheel thrown bowl with the
Oh, wow.
octopus. Yeah. Leah Anders made that one. And then got another Lindsay Andren made this really cool ceramic sculpture. Really, we're getting
Wow.
some good stuff. These are from my advanced class, of course. And another, got some mugs. These are a couple cups that got glazed fired in wheel thrown again, but a lot of hand building also in my beginning classes. And so far, so good. We're making the best of kind of a weird situation, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, those are looking amazing.
Yeah, well, we have a
Yeah.
lot of really talented kids at our school that, they surprise me all the time.
Yeah, definitely. What's something positive that's surprised you with the whole online learning experience?
Hmm. I guess just how some kids have been really creative, finding a place in their home to work because, working with clay, you have tools and you have to like roll out slabs of clay and roll coils or whatever. And so they have to have a fairly substantial space to work. And so people have been really creative about working. Like one girl works in her closet. So she moves all the clothes on the rack and sits down in the back of the closet and works. Other people in their bedroom floor and, the kitchen island, everybody's got a little different location. And so that's been kind of surprising to see how people become real good, I guess, problem solvers at home. So.
All right, and then also our dear old athletic director, Mr. Cushman, I've heard he's not a very good artist. I've heard he struggles in that department. Do you have any tips for him?
He hasn't taken ceramics yet, and I'm not sure if that's a good idea. He's from Montana, and so he's already challenged on that level. And he's probably,
right.
in my estimation, he'd probably be the worst ceramic student ever. But I'm open. I'll give him a shot. I feel like I'm a pretty competent teacher. So if he wants to come down and get some clay and work at home, he's more than welcome to.
You hear that, Cushman?
I'm in.
Uh-oh. You heard that. Sorry.
All right. So I understand that you are quite a baseball enthusiast, Mr. Schang. Would you care to share your thoughts on the demise of the Houston Astros? And do you think their garbage can cheating scandal has brought them bad karma for years to come?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I am a big baseball fan. Yeah, I'm so glad they're not in the World Series this year. I'm kind of looking forward to the Tampa Rays hopefully winning it all. Yeah, they're just, cheaters never prosper. They, hopefully they'll do even worse next year. You don't want to root for the cheaters, right? So fingers crossed on that one. Go Rays, by the way. Oh, and by the way, I have, baseball history in my past. One of my great grandfather's first cousin was Walter Wally Schang. I have a baseball book right here. So here's a picture of Walter right there as a catcher. He's in the white uniform there. He actually was Babe Ruth's catcher when Babe Ruth pitched for the Boston Red Sox. Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the genetic flow never made it to me, so I never was very good at baseball, but I enjoy watching baseball and a big fan.
Great. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Mr. Schang.
It's been a
Do you have
pleasure.
any closing comments?
Just you guys are doing a great job. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing your video every week, and keep up the good work, you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, you too, Mr. Schang.
All right. Thank you.
Stay frosty. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Hello, Seho, and welcome back to The Hallway. I'm your host, Warren Rose. Today's guest is Gracia Powell. Hey, Gracia. So, how has your fall virtual learning been so far?
It's been going pretty well so far. I mean, I think everybody agrees that there's both positives and negatives to online school, but I think my teachers have been doing really well with it, and I've had really engaging classes.
That's good to hear.
So We understand you're quite the running enthusiast. What have you been doing to keep fit and being ready and continue being ready for cross country?
Well, we've still been running 6 days a week, just like we normally would. We've been getting out in small groups so we can still be running with some of our teammates. We've been maintaining a pretty rigorous training schedule, so we're still doing lots of workouts like we would be during a normal cross-country season. And then thanks to some really awesome parent volunteers, we've been able to do some, we call them time trials, and it's pretty much we get out and we do like a test effort of what a race would be like. So we've had a couple at Lake Patton, we have some 5Ks coming up, and it's a good chance to get out and put all that hard work at practice in and see like how we're doing as a team.
That's cool.
Good to hear you
on the
guys are staying
subject-
active.
Oh yeah. On the subject of competitions, have you heard anything from Coach Ryan about possible competitive events later in the year, or?
Yeah, we're talking about doing some virtual events where we would go out and run a course and get some times, and then some other schools in the area would also go out and run a course and get some times for the same distance, and then we could kind of compare our times as a school to some other schools.
No, that sounds like a great idea. Especially something like cross country is like, I think that's a really good sport to be able to transition online because it's kind of a personal competition thing. Although there is the mentality of running with other people who could push you, but it seems like I think you guys have a good opportunity for staying online.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. You involved in any other clubs or groups at Zealand?
Yeah, I'm actually in quite a few clubs. I'm in Model United Nations, National Hispanic Honor Society, National Honor Society, and then just this year I joined Diversity in Action.
Oh, cool. Man, you got a wide array of those. Awesome to hear that you're still staying involved with Stay Home and quarantine. It's good to hear. But we have one final, a little more important question for you. Okay, so this was discussing in our anchor class. If you had to choose between pie, cake, or ice cream, what's your go-to dessert?
I think I definitely have to go with ice cream. It's definitely my favorite dessert. And not only is ice cream great on its own, but I think it also can make cake and pie better.
I see. That's understandable. But if you could just have one, like the cake is perhaps improved by the ice cream, but is ice cream itself better than cake?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There's so much variety with ice cream.
I personally am a big pie fan, you know. Just the other night, we had a nice home-baked apple pie. Oh my God, impeccable. You can't beat that. There's no competition. Marcus, what about you?
I've got to agree with you there, Warren. I wrote an argumentative essay on why pie is better than cake, so I've got to go with pie too. There's so much variance in sweet and savory, and different filling types. So much.
I gotta ask, what is your favorite pie?
My favorite pie, I like a good blackberry pie. I like a good blackberry. Apple's pretty good, but it's so hard to pick a favorite when they're all so good.
Oh yeah, I used to be just adamant pumpkin is the pie and there's no other pie. I still love pumpkin, but after tasting some like warm apple pie, oh my gosh, yeah, I think we've got a new victor there. Okay, I think that's all we've got. Some great answers today. Thank you, Gracia. That was a good meeting. This has been The Hallway with Warren Lewis and Marcus Thompson.